Legs clean?
Well, but he's new. You don't have experience, so you got to give him leeway for that. That's being fair.
Okay, you just heard some comments about how the president's doing early on in the job. Right here, you're looking at Charlie Ugas. He's a local businessman and big supporter of President Donald Trump. He lives in Potomac. Charlie, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Bruce.
Also a St. John's grad. Need to point that out. Grade the president. How do you think he's doing?
I think he's doing an outstanding job considering what he talked about during the campaign. He's doing everything he said he was going to do, and he's doing it within 2 weeks. He didn't have a honeymoon, and he's getting things done. He's rolling up his sleeves and doing the job.
Is there anything that stands out? I mean, he's got the immigration ban. I mean, he has talked a lot about jobs and getting the companies to come back. He's talked about getting rid of Obamacare, affordable health care. That hasn't happened yet, but he's signed orders and that sort of thing. What is it about him and what he's done? Anything specifically that jumps out at you?
I think the first couple of days of office that jump out. I mean, he brought to the table all the labor unions, in the country, and got them all together. They were all Hillary supporters and endorsed Hillary, and for him to do that, and they also chimed praises, after the meeting, was very impressive.
They came out and said they look forward to working with him,
right?
Because we're talking jobs.
And then he had the car industry, all the major car industry people meet, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. They all got together, and it's nice to see everyone at the table, no matter what side of the aisle they are.
Let's talk about immigration, because you've got an interesting story here. Okay, big defeat, at the higher court. They refused to put his ban back in place. Your take on immigration, why you approve and agree with what the president's trying to do, this ban to keep certain people out of the country?
Okay. Coming from I'm a first generation, Hispanic. My mom's from El Salvador and my dad's from Peru. And to me, I've seen it done, I'd say the right way, the way this country's had immigration, going through papers, going through waiting in line, and, doing the due diligence and screening people who are coming in this country. Now, seeing that and done and seeing what's going on, like in the south of the border, people coming in, we don't know what country they're coming from. They could be coming from, Central America. They could be coming from the Middle East. They could be coming from who knows where. But now we've got these countries that are coming from the Middle East. Whatever intelligence they decide to vet. I'm sure there's good reason in intelligence that these people.
Would you consider it a ban or a pause, just to look at
a pause? I think not necessarily a ban, but a pause, just to hold up what's going on, because there's problems going on in Paris. There's problems going on in Europe. We see it with the issues that are going on in Germany, and I'm all for immigration. My family's from came from.
I got you. So a pause, not a ban. What about the wall? You think we'll ever see the wall built?
I think we will.
And you think we need that? We need the wall.
I think the wall, is something that has been talked about during the campaign. And I think it's an important, issue. People are coming, no matter what, but there's a big hole it's coming in, whether it's not only just immigrants, but that are coming in. But we have drug trafficking, we have illegal propaganda, contraband coming through. That needs to be stopped, and that's one way of doing it.
Let me ask you this question that I asked our earlier guest in terms of the president, what he's doing here. Do you think he's moving too quickly? Do you have a problem with the manner? And do you think this is stuff that we get involved with and concerned about inside the Beltway? The rest of the country doesn't care about a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. Nordstrom, Ivanka's clothes, what Mike Flynn is doing. Is this Beltway stuff, DC stuff, or is it really important stuff?
I think there's a lot of things going on. As you can see, it's only been, 2-3 weeks? And there's a lot of things that are happening, as far as so many things that are going on, and I think the coverage, the media coverage, whether it's local, national, the paper, even Facebook, and it is becoming more like hate book. And I see families and friends, including mine, we're getting a little sparring, issues, and it's becoming such a toxic subject to talk about.
And you have friends, we've talked about it, who supported Donald Trump, but don't want to discuss it publicly because they don't want the backlash. They don't want to go through that.
That's correct. I have a lot of friends that we know and together, we went to my high school at St. John's.
Don't mention their names.
I won't mention
but go ahead.
Well, I won't mention names to protect their identity, but if you even support, Trump's policies or mention something positive, you're all of a sudden you're wearing the scarlet letter.
Could it hurt your business?
It could hurt.
These are business people concerned. It could hurt their business.
It could hurt their business. It could hurt my business. Everyone knows. I'm a Trump supporter. I have no problems. Sharing that. But as far as anyone else, wants to talk about or talk to me on Facebook personally, it's like I'm supporting you, but I'm giving you a private message. Keep up the good work. Keep up the pro-life
for purposes
effort.
for full disclosure, let's let people know. You and I had never met before. We're Facebook friends.
That's correct.
And you're on Facebook and you're giving as much as you're taking. You're supporting, President Trump, and a lot of my Facebook friends don't. And you're going toe to toe with him. I mean, that's where the action happens. I want to bring that kind of action here on this set. That's why.
I appreciate you being fair and balanced.
I appreciate your coming. Thanks,
Thank you,
Charlie.
Bruce.
We'll talk some more. Okay. Moving along, actors are lining up to play Trump administration staffers on Saturday.